What's going on, YouTube? And wherever you at, on whatever platform you watching this on, it's your boy Quadeuce. Welcome to a video. Another episode of From an Artist's Perspective. I'm Quadeuce, and I'm the artist. And this is my perspective. Now, before I start, I do want to say, please excuse me if you hear any loud pops and noises and bangs and booms in the background. Currently, time of recording, it is July 4th, 9:30. So, not the best time to, I guess, record. But fuck it, right? Listen, man, I want to talk about this Diddy trial because, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be, I can't say that because it's really one of my gifts, talking. I can be very talkative, like unbelievably talkative. I just want to make sure that when I talk about things, they're meaningful, and I'm not talking about people just to talk about them, man. I don't necessarily want to create a life off of talking about other people. You feel me? So I want to make sure that when I come and talk about things, that they come from an angle of music and the perspective of mine. You know, they have some kind of relation going on with music, in which Diddy is related in the music industry, cause he's an artist himself, or former artist, label owner, all kind of shit. But I'm gonna talk about this Diddy trial a little bit, man. I really wasn't gonna do it. I ain't gonna say I wasn't gonna do it. I'm gonna say this. I haven't even looked at the trial or followed it, but I'm gonna talk about it because I'm gonna talk about it in my own way, and the way that I talk about things allow me to talk about them without always having to know all the major details, because I hit the points, you know what I'm saying? Things gotta make sense for me to get on here and talk about it. But let's talk about this Diddy situation. Sean Combs, you know what I'm saying? Known as Diddy. Now, I'm not going to talk about the situation in the sense of what he did and, oh my God, everybody out here talking about this case and trial and everything is talking about it from a place of, like, oh my gosh, like, this, what he did was crazy. That's the typical, right? That's the obvious. So, we all know what he did is crazy, so I'm not even finna talk to y'all like I'm so shocked and surprised about what he did, because I'm not. For y'all that don't know, I'm really spiritual as well, and I have a spiritual channel if you want to go follow Quadeuce the Essence. So it don't even surprise me what people in these industries that have reached a level to where money is no longer the goal because they done made so much money. It's like you can't make any more money to satisfy you. They lose their hunger and they start doing weird shit. I never understand it. So much other shit to do. And that's what y'all let influence y'all. To each his own, right? But I want to talk about it from a perspective of kind of the case and kind of the industry, because this man is getting off right now on everything. And this is the part that I do know about the case and the things I have heard. All the things that's been done, and this man is only facing 10 years right now. Now, I'm not saying nothing about him as a person, his character or nothing, because there's several factors that play into everything that's going on with his whole case. I'm just gonna say that as an artist, don't get to the money and then do weird stuff. Hear me out. These people that became famous and are now big came from unpopular places. poorer places. Don't get to the money and then fumble. If you gonna fumble the ball, man, go ahead and fumble the ball before you get to the money. Don't fumble after you get to the money. I feel like I know that Diddy ain't the main person who, you feel me? I know Diddy not the one who orchestrated all of this shit, who taught himself how to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Diddy ain't coming to the industry, I don't know, doing this shit. It's not like this is a man who just brought this type of culture with him. No, this is way bigger than Diddy. This is a situation that is like, this is a problem. This is a cultural problem. You feel me? This is a cultural problem. You know what I mean? And I don't know what's up with the culture doing crazy, freaky stuff. And I'm gonna say that I'm a freak too. Like, I like to get freaky just as much as anybody. But that type of shit is on some other shit. But just y'all can see, and this not about Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Your sexuality is your sexuality. I believe that as long as it's consensual, as long as everybody at age, you feel me? As long as everybody in agreement, go crazy. You feel me? Cause there's nothing wrong with that. It's for the experience it. You know what I'm saying? Have fun, do your thing. But as an artist, you gotta come into this knowing that you coming into this, and you gotta have some kind of professionalism with it. Now, I know professionalism and being a rapper don't go hand in hand, because when you think about a rapper, they are some of the most could look like some of the most unprofessional people that you see on the face of the planet. It's not really true, but gotta be professional, man. Don't get yourself caught up in stuff when you hop in this game that's gonna be the downfall of you. You know what I'm saying? Now, my biggest thing with this whole Diddy situation is, I would like for our judicial system to do their goddamn job. Anytime would be nice. The fuck? I ain't gonna lie, Diddy should not have gotten out there easy. Everybody know it. Hey, don't get mad at me. I'm just saying what everybody know. Everybody know it. Come on, gang. He shouldn't have got off that easy. It is what it is. 10 years max. Come on, gang. I'm just frustrated more so with that part, because it's like, our justice system is failing us. Like, it's failing. It's failing. Like, straight up failing. In multiple ways, not just not putting away people who did wrong things, but failing at, in the sense of putting people away who didn't do wrong things. Our justice system is full of people who didn't do shit that they putting away. They gotta put somebody away. But when it comes to putting people away that need to be put away, they do minimal investigations. When it comes to real crimes, when it comes to real shit that's going on, as big, as really like worldwide connected and shit, when you talking about trafficking of any kinds, and you talking about all of this shit, you feel me? When you talking about crazy shit like trafficking, sexual, assault, sexual, allegations, you know, all the sexual shit like rape, all the shit, whatever charges, the name of the charges to do with people that's not, children that's not of age or adolescents, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit should be taken serious, but you see what they be doing, the feds be doing when it comes to that shit. They be turning a blind eye. Now, this my problem with that whole thing, and I don't mean to turn this into a talk show, but like I said, I gotta say something. Listen, this is my channel with the most subscribers on it currently, and I've been going the hardest on this channel, so if I feel it the type of way, I gotta be able to come put it out here. And if it don't relate to music, y'all just take it as me showing y'all a part of me of who I am as an artist and my personality. You know what I'm saying? A side of me outside of what my freestyles are like. You dig? So y'all gotta peep game with this. They're not gonna do no further investigating and no further searching because they need to bury it. They don't want nobody asking questions. They need to bury it before, too many names get revealed. It's already been so many names revealed, but just imagine if it continued on for 2-3 more years. How many more names could end up getting said? I mean, you got most of your rappers, half of your athletes, 35% of your goddamn, fuck it, cause they the biggest people that be in this shit. 70% of your goddamn politicians involved in some shit that is around the names of Epstein or Einstein, whatever the nickname is. I'm telling y'all, I don't be watching the Epstein Island, you know what I'm saying, how that shit. Listen, this is why they had to give him minimal time. And this is why that he's going to slide scot-free, because they want this to be forgotten about. Now, when I say they, I mean the people that's in the system that's doing wrong versus the people that's in the system that's doing right. And by system, I mean the government. The people that's doing wrong are winning. If they want some shit to get covered up, get buried, they push enough money up, they bury enough shit, they do a lot of shit, man. And that's what it seems in the culture. And this is just all over the world in general. I don't know if y'all noticed, but corruption for the longest of time have seemed to have been winning, right? Seem like at a point everything is corrupt. All the industries, you feel me? Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Political, you know what I mean? Blue collar, everything corrupt. And this is just me as an artist. This is the type of shit I be on, if y'all ain't know. And y'all probably ain't know by just telling about my freestyles, right? Everything corrupt, man, for real. You gotta know that. But with this Diddy trial, I and everybody else know that the feds ain't doing enough. But I'm telling you why they ain't doing enough. That's the reason. Because you have major organizations, you got major people in those major organizations that's connected with this shit too. And one thing I know about these big organizations, any of them, any of these 3-letter word plus organizations like FBI, police, like any of these organizations, because they're our organizations. And the thing you got to realize is they were created for a general purpose, but other smaller organizations have been created inside of those organizations, and they are not for those general purposes. You feel me? That's why you find and hear things in police about police. That's why you find and hear things about police, the different police gangs and shit that they be having in police organizations that target certain people. Normally that look like me. You feel me? They go out there and target different crews and leaders, and that's why it's in every industry, man. So that's why they not about. It's that big. Could you imagine how many people must be involved that they sweep that shit under the rug and just be like, man, here go 10, man. Like he bonding out if it ain't nothing but 10. And even if you don't bond out, it's 10 years. You know what I'm saying? You can sleep through that. For real, for real. 10 years, it ain't over. You feel me? It really ain't. 10 years really ain't nothing, bro. Like when you talk about the type of shit that we talking about him, the offenses and the charges that was brought up against him. Shit, if I was in that position, I'd been happy to take a 10-year deal. Like 10 years, shit, hell yeah, I take 10 years, shit. But as an artist, man, just don't cut. Just be who you are. Just understand that, like I said, these corruptions exist in every industry. That's one thing to know before you even go into this industry and think about getting into it. They exist. Knowing that will save you from being used and manipulated. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be used and manipulated. Especially imagine if you came into the game as a kid like Lil Wayne or some shit like that at his age. Imagine how long of a time you have had to have been used and manipulated. And my bad if my words ain't making sense. As you can see, I'm smoking the best fire in the nation. You feel me? So I know what I just said. That whole sentence probably didn't make no sense. But imagine how long and how many things and how many times, you feel me, in that time frame of like 15 to like 30. It's like 15 years to manipulate somebody. Even if you came into the game at like 20, which most artists is coming into the game before like 25. So if you came into the game at like 20, you still easy to manipulate. And still could manipulate you for a good 10 years before you even realize what's going on this music shit. Before you even think to ask a question. So when you enter this game, be careful for sure. As well as, like I said, focus on staying your authentic self. And anything trying to get you to change and be different than your authentic self and how you want to be, resist it at all costs. Fight it. You know what I'm saying? Leave it alone. Get away from it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you gotta do, like you gotta keep your originality, man. You gotta stay who you are, because this type of money that's gonna come your way, king, queen, legendary artist, legendary talent, legendary musician, the type of money that's gonna come your way, it's gonna take a lot to handle that. You understand? It's gonna take a lot to handle that. And you gotta be ready. Because if you're not ready to know who you are, if you're not ready, and by ready I mean if you're not firm in knowing who you are and what you stand for and your morals and values and what you gonna do and what you not gonna do, you be out here looking like Sean Combs. It's not so much merely that he's a bad man. Plenty of people do plenty of freaky shit on their time. That's probably worse than that. There's somebody out here in the world doing freaky shit worse than Diddy. Trust me. You see what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily that being freaky is bad and he's a bad man. I mean, he's did some things that I don't think a person should do. He did some disagreeable things and he did some questionable things. But I'm saying it's not that he's a bad man. It's that he's a man that has let money and power and fame and other influences go to his head or get to him because he wasn't grounded and firm enough in his position of being who he was in himself. You feel me? If you're an artist and you're firm and grounded in the position that you are in yourself, this is just simply not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to allow it to. So, overall, that's what I think about the whole Diddy trial. I think it just should be used as more motivation for all artists who saw and see and are witnessing the things that's going on to like, hey, man, I gotta stay firm in my morals and my values, because this money could change me. The influences and the like I said, the corrupt people in these industries can change you. And that's just something that in 2025, in today's time, whether you in school, church, or at home with your own family, corrupt people can change you. And it could be your own people. So that's what this channel is all about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this podcast is, just the start of it. So it's not much of a look like of what you would think of a podcast. But that's what it's all about. It's about the perspective from an artistic side. You know what I'm saying? Creating what you want to create, being who you want to be, expressing how you want to express, and letting nothing stop you from that. And it's all about me promoting and pushing that on them to motivate future artists on that side of things. So, it's Quadeuce, man, with another video to y'all, man, who watching. Don't let the Diddy trial cause you to be scared or deter you from being or doing what you want in this industry. But do let that aware you and heighten your awareness and teach you how to move in this industry so that you get caught in nothing like it. You don't get caught in anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And you stay true to yourself. And you stay grinding, man. And for all of y'all who just be trying to be in what's going on for the gossip, that's my perspective of the Diddy situation, man. Tune in for some more freestyle. You heard me? It's Quadeuce, man. I'm out.